Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another uncommon tank review, and today we are going to be looking at the WZ-111, the Chinese Tier 9 heavy tank. In short, this tank is a mix between the E75 and the IS-8 in the way that gets the gun from the E75, or really similar gun from the E75, and the armor and mobility is from the Russian Tier 9 heavy tank, the IS-8. So, is it any good? Oh hell yeah. And let me explain why. The gun is 130 mil, 244 penetration, 490 damage, reload of about 11 seconds, so this thing can do some massive damage. The accuracy is not that great on 0.4, the aiming time is alright with 2.9, and yeah, this gun makes this tank work. The the real difference between this gun and the gun on the E75 is that this reloads almost 2 seconds quicker, and the downside is that it has 0.02 worse accuracy. So the armor is kinda shit. Like the turret is alright, but the cabals are pretty damn big. The hull, you can only angle it towards one enemy, and even then it's not reliable. The lower plate is quite big, and yeah, the overall hull armor is pretty bad. And another problem with it is that the ammo rack is right at the front. So if you get penned in the front, you'll most likely get ammo rack as well, which kinda sucks. But oh well. But as you see, it's pretty mobile. Like the top speed is pretty good, and the only issue I had with it, it turns quite slowly. Like the track traverse is pretty damn bad. So how to play this thing? Go all down whenever you can, trade shots whenever you can. Don't sit in the open because you'll get slaughtered. But yeah, trading shots is always a good idea when you hit for 490 and reload for more than 10 seconds. Oh yeah, and before I forget, equipment wise, I recommend rammer, word stab, and then you can decide to go Wentz or gun length drive. I personally go Wentz because the 2.9 second aiming time is not that bad for every tank, so get the reload down by putting Wentz up is always nice. And for the crew, of course repairs, Sixth Sense for the commander. Jack of all trades is pretty nice since your driver gets killed a lot, and yeah, safe storage for the loader. Rest is kinda standard. And yeah, to the replay, I am playing with the circumflexes on one of his live streams, and he is going to have a bad day pretty soon. Not by this Yak Tiger, but this wasn't the best game of his life. It was pretty good for me. It was kind of funny in the end, but yeah, now I just decided to pick some longer range targets off, since we don't have any immediate threats. As you can see, the accuracy is not bad. Like these guys, 450 meters away, I mean easily. So it's not that big of a problem, the accuracy. And here, the enemy scout, which will make the biggest headaches for me, will be shooting me in the butt, and I can't see him. He's kind of annoying, but I managed to get out of his line of sight, and now I'm gonna push since I don't have any choice anymore. And here goes Circon. He didn't have a very good game, but oh well, it happens. And now I will have to brawl with the Tiger, which is, I don't know what this guy was trying to do. Like, was he trying to flank me? Here I make a vital mistake. I drove out too much. I get ammo racked and tracked, and I thought I was screwed at this point. I really thought I was. I should have stayed in the cover from the tanks on my side because I knew they were there. I just didn't realize how far I was driving out. And here I will enjoy my 24-second reload. As you can see, I can bounce shots from tanks like Tiger 2, but he definitely didn't aim for my lower plate. And yeah, the famous ammo rack, 23-second reload, so much fun. And then again, it was my mistake. I knew that there was tanks on my side, but I let him shoot me, and I paid the price for it. And you should always try to. Oh, and there we go. 1375. My old friend. This is funny. Like chasing a 1375 with an ammo rack tier 9 heavy tank. That's just funny. I think on the Circumflex's live stream I was screaming, "You gonna die, clown," or something like that. This almost asks for Benny Hill theme to be put up on it, but Oh well, it was a good, alright game for this tank, and yeah, actually I killed this guy as well. You can't run away from this thing. As you can see, it's pretty damn speedy. I could keep up with the tier 7 light tank, so yeah, the speed is not a problem. Especially when you get to go downhill like I just did. It picks up speed quite fast and the top speed is quite alright. So the research path on this tank is to get the turret, get the 130 mil, then grind everything else you have. Use the torsion bars. You usually cost half a mil, but you don't have to sell them. You can keep one for your heavy tanks, one for medium tanks, and it makes the stock grind easier and shorter. After again, get the engines, the radio, everything. And as you can see, this was an alright game. I got unlucky that I got ammo rack. I could have done so much more. Here I got unlucky as well. I arrived when the enemies die. And I think this is game over for me. At least I don't think I will see any action in this game anymore. So yeah, for the future, if you have any suggestions for a tank you want me to review, I can look into it. I can't promise that I will do it, because I don't have all the tanks of course. But if you go German, Russian, don't go Russian, don't go American. Chinese, German, and wait, what am I missing? French. Yeah, go for it. I have most of the tanks researched. I might rebuy them. Oh yeah, British as well. I don't have British mediums, but the heavies and the TDs I have. So if you have any tank you want me to review, just let me know in the comments. I'll see what I can do about it. And yeah, I will fuck up my last shot like a noob. I don't know what I was doing here. This was such shitty shit. I should have aimed for a ball instead of the lower plate I couldn't actually see. But yeah, this is game over. This wasn't the best game I ever had in the WZ-11114, but it was an 8.7. I had to get a good game, so here it is. And yeah, it is a pretty good tank if used correctly, as most of the tanks in this game. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.